are so grateful that you all chose to share space with us because you all could have been anywhere on a Wednesday afternoon, but you chose to be here with intent, with power, and community and love. And so tonight, you will not only have an opportunity to see art, you will feel art, be a part of art, and we may create this space for you to be able to make a little art of your own. Plot twist.
Plot twist. I mean, there's going to be a lot going on tonight, but one of the things that we definitely want to highlight is the tree of the unspoken in the back. It's a living installation for us to pray, to pause, reflect, and share what we wish to release and what we wish to protect. So I want you to go check out the tree of life, the tree of the unspoken, and the dinner table is right over there when you get a chance.
And so when we talk about art, when we talk about advocacy, when we talk about community, when we talk about HIV prevention, we're talking about telling stories. We are telling the stories of the struggles that we as BIPOC queer people have faced through society, but we're also telling the narrative of what we expect our future to look like. So as Nathaniel told you, there's a prompt, what you wish to
add,
what you wish to protect, and what you wish to release. And so we're asking you to really take a moment to think about those prompts. You can see our vendor tables in the back, and you will have the opportunity to write down something that you want to protect or something that you want to release. Once you have figured that out, you can then leave it on that tree, and our goal is to plant that tree here in Dallas to ensemble and represent who we are as a community and what we want to move forward.
And your reflections will live on at the Allen Ross AIDS Memorial in the Oakland Park, where our team will be planting the tree to be rooted for a lifetime. So every intention that you said tonight will live on in perpetuity.
So as I said earlier, you can see art, you can feel art, and you also can be a part of the art. Exactly. We have a lot of performances scheduled for you tonight, but we want you to stay, grab a cocktail with drinks of Monet, have a charcuterie board, go to the Abundant Prosperity table, talk to some of the amazing artists in the building. I just met one of them. Peach, raise your hand. What's up, Peach? Oh! And let's connect and light it up, okay?
Well, let's talk about one more thing. Well, there's actually two things we should talk about.
Yes.
One is this amazing framed prep locator right here on the wall. It's called an act of love for all humans. PrEP is an act of love for all humans. I always say if we treated HIV like COVID, it would be gone tomorrow. We demonize it because it's a sexual transmitted disease. But PrEP is how we change the gamut. With COVID, both sides got involved. With HIV, we need both sides to get involved as well. Outside of that, make sure you also check out our immersion room right over there. It's an amazing room, and I want to make sure we give credit to Sonny Martinez, Eduardo Garcia, and Leche for the short film and viewing experience in there. Great time. I went in there. Make sure you check it out.
And so I think that's all we got for you now, but we're going to come back real soon. So remember, connect, be the art, view art, and maybe feel the art. We'll be back very soon, y'all.
Let's
cue the music. Y'all, you know what? Listen to that. Y'all like to know what's going on too. Now that's what I like to hear. So another community partner that's here in the room is that the community partner that I actually work for. So y'all know me as Chris, but everybody else know me as Dr. Do Good, and I am the community engagement manager at Abundant Prosperity. What we do is that we are a sexual reproductive health clinic that provides free and confidential HIV and STI treatment and services. We do free behavioral health, we do ballroom classes, we do fitness classes, we do housing. We also have a space where you can just come and chill out and to connect when you feel unconnected. And so if y'all want to know more about what we do, how we do it, where we do it, and why, see our table in the back. All right?
Come on, let's give it up for Chris and Abundant Prosperity and all the great work that they do in the community, one of our amazing partners. Let's talk about another partner, which is the organization I work for. I still work for the organization. I'm the founder and CEO of the Freelux Project, which is another one of our partners. And Freelux stands for Freedom and Luxury. I've been living with HIV for 15 years, and when I was first diagnosed, I did not have the freedom and luxury to go get care where I wanted to. And so I created an organization that stands as a bridge between community and care. And so that is the work that we've done, and we built upon that work, creating access points for care. And most recently, which we'll actually be announcing this week, we've recently become 340B registered and qualified, so we'll be opening our own online clinic and pharmacy. We'll be providing PrEP and HIV services at free or low cost. So make sure you follow us on all social media, Lux Health, Free Lux Project, Lux Media, and shout out to my man over there, our Deputy Director, Free Lux Project.
That's the tall man. He ain't gonna be having his roots today.
You know they say a family that plays together stays together, so I keep close to it.
And so, those are our partner organizations for this event, but because we are community people, we definitely want to acknowledge the other community organizations in the room. I see folk in this space that are representing Dallas County, I see Dallas College, I see the Top Foundation, I see Tens of Chops, I see Adam on the scene with 2 E's, the Bush Queen living in Dallas, I see Resource Center, so we thank you all. I see Hayden living on it. So
I see MOD in the house.
Okay, so we thank all of you all for taking time out of your schedule to be here to connect with us in community. And so we all told you all that this was an art show to where you can see art, you can feel art, and be a part of the art. Now, I want to introduce you to some of the artists that have created some of the art in this room. So, when I call your name, artists, can you meet me in the center of the stage?
Come on to the hot seat.
Can I get Deborah Gloria and Water Garcia?
Miss Deborah Gloria to the stage, please. Miss Deborah Gloria, come on now, let's give her a round of applause. And y'all can do better than that.
Nathaniel, Oscar, Pete, Sonny Martinez, and Julia Ladina. So look.
Hold on. Let's give her another round of applause for this amazing artist. Every piece of art that we see in this room, they took their time to create for your enjoyment and for your expression. So let's give them a moment to maybe talk about their art.
And so you know what? Earlier,
you know you're gonna be on the mic tonight.
Look, so earlier I told the crowd that it was gonna be a lot of plot twists. Surprise, plot, twist. So I just need you to answer one question. So say your name, and then I want you to enter this prompt. What inspires your art? Okay? So say your name, and then answer the prompt. What inspires your art?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chrislyn Peach. I go by the moniker Peach. What inspires my art is simply culture, whether it be community culture, Black culture, Latino culture. I just like to put that in the forefront because a lot of times it's pushed to the back or swept under the rug, especially in the climate that we're in today. But yeah, mostly culture. I don't know, I love us being brown, Black, gay. I just love us, so I hate us, and that's just what I do.
Hi, I'm Joey Chawoya. I'm a local artist from Dallas. And what inspires my art is basically homoeroticism. I love studying the male form and depicting it as high as we want it to be. We're always drawn to draw what we are attracted to. So that's what I do. And I like to develop emotional stories within the art and just kind of do a little surrealistic into it.
Thank you. We love the male form. Okay?
Absolutely. Find some male art tonight.
Hi, my name is Jonah. That's my mother. So my family is actually from Brooklyn, New York. I was raised by artists. As you can see, my grandfather was an incredible visual artist. My mother is an incredible visual artist, hence her tattoos. And I was inspired a lot by the idea that our pain can be turned into purpose, and the understanding of the fact that as queer people, as people of color, there is so much purpose in what we go through and our pain and how we can transform that into something beautiful. So my pieces are inspired by that and by the work that is yet to come from all that we learn, lose, and gain. So, yeah.
My name is Deborah, and I've been working on my black and white, body of work called Sensuality for 13 years. And, being gay, lesbian, female, let's face it, if you're a white woman, you're still going to be suppressed, yes? And then if you're a brown woman, you're going to be suppressed even more so. So I wanted to make this body of work to celebrate women, all bodies, and celebrate us in a sensual, beautiful way that we should all be represented. So just a portion of it. I have over 100 pieces, and after a lot of due diligence and I just wouldn't let it go, I definitely made it into a book, and I'm very proud of that. So I'm a new author. Thank you very much.
Hi everybody, my name is Oscar Contreras. That's my word right over there. Honestly, for me, this is my therapy. These are my dreams, and this is how I deal with day-to-day life, with everything that I'm going through. So as much as you'll see just maybe nice bodies, there's so much behind that. That's how I work. This is my journal, and so I hope you all enjoy it.
Hello, I'm Eduardo Garcia. I'm filling in for Sunny Martinez. He's supposed to be here, but she didn't. Our piece is a collaborative piece. I did the projection mapping for the immersive room, and it is Sunny's visual piece. Me and Sunny, we collaborate and we throw events and parties to bring community together because we think it's very important, and we love to dance to music. So, thank you.
Thank you all. Let's give it up for our amazing artists that are here today. Make sure you buy some art, don't just look at it, spend some of that coin, support artists.
And so I think the one takeaway that I want to leave you all with as we talk about art, from what you can hear, art is an act of love. Art is an act of self-expression. And this event is centered and focused around love for art, love for yourself, and love for community. And so it's important as we come into spaces and we prioritize what we want our community to look like, believe, and we act, and we value love. And one way that we do that in the work that Nathaniel and I do is through HIV prevention, testing, and treatment. And so what better way can you figure out how to learn and know your community and to know what resources are and how to access them? So when you all have the time, scan the QR code on the wall to figure out where you and how you can access PrEP in your community. For those of you all who don't know what PrEP is, PrEP stands for pre-exposure prophylaxis, and it's a medication that you take that can prevent you from acquiring HIV. And so it's 99.99% effective in making sure that you can sow and give your love back into the community by keeping your health safe and keeping your community safer. And those resources, those partners that we talked about, have the keys to that access that you need. Sometimes all it takes is a conversation. We thank you for the art that you do. We thank you for being one with art, and I appreciate all the art that each and every one of you will create in the future, y'all.
Let's give it up again for our amazing artists. This phrase that said that we're all HIV possible. All of us. If you're black and brown, it's almost inevitable. That creates a responsibility. Scan that QR code, make sure you know where to get PrEP, and make sure you know where to direct someone else to get PrEP. That's also important. As many as advocates as we have, we also need allies and accomplices. I don't want you to just tell me where to go. I don't want you to be my getaway driver when I rob this bank, okay? All right, so let's give it up for our amazing artists one more time.
And so, in reference of art, we have some more art to display with you. So, without further ado, I would like to bring to stage the tantalizing LeylanEdwards.
Come on, Miss LeylanEdwards.
Este Thank you guys, thank you. Abundant Prosperity, thank you for all humans, thank you to all the artists, thank you to all of you for taking time to be here with us. I'm Eddie Rodriguez, I am the Director of Public Affairs for Exotic Intervention at Gilead. It is our commitment to be present in all the main cities of the United States and ensure that we honor the lives and the prevention and the treatment of everyone that would like to get access to our medications. But we're here, we understand that this is not about meds. This is about creating spaces for communities to thrive. And I appreciate, again, our partnership with the community-based organizations. I am a community guy. I started a community-based organization 25 years ago, and it is a pleasure and an honor to be here in Dallas with all of you. And thank you for being part of this amazing project. Thank you for all humans. Thank you to all the artists and the performers. And thank you all of you for being here. And let's prevent HIV and let's take care of each other, okay?
All three, everybody say, thank you, Manny. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Manny. So I would like for you all to close your eyes and really think about these things that I'm about to say to you. Since the 60s, Ballroom has been a way for black and brown queer folk to come together in community to fight back against injustice, to fight back against systems, but to also create love. We started this day by saying that you will want to have the opportunity to be art, to feel art, and be exposed to art in ways that you have never been exposed before. We do this through arts, we do this through culture, we do this through food, dancing, and performance. But most importantly, through all these things that I've told you, they tell us stories. So, traditionally, stories are like stars. They guide us through night. As you close your eyes, use your mind to imagine, to create light. There are some battles that nobody sees. Not because they are hidden, but because they're inhabiting inside of us. Before we knew about HIV, before we knew about advocacy, before we knew about healing, as people we knew about performance. We were told that masculinity was rewarded, and we learned that femininity was punished. We learned that little black and brown boys who moved differently were watched differently, corrected differently, disciplined differently, so we adjusted. We learned to lower our voices. We changed our walks. We monitored our hands. We edited ourselves before the world could even acknowledge who we were. Because survival demanded it. Many black and brown queer people of color spend years wearing masks so heavy that we forget what our own faces look like. Performing manhood and femininity, performing strength, performing certainty, while quietly mourning the pieces of ourselves we abandoned along the way. And every time someone said, "You don't act gay," it sounded like a compliment. When it really was a reminder that femininity was something that was still being treated as a flaw. But if my softness is sacred, what if my tenderness is powerful? What if the parts of me that the world told me to hide are the most beautiful parts of me? Because masculinity and femininity were never enemies. The battle was never between them. The battle was between authenticity and survival. And the day that we realized that we were tired of surviving and that we wanted to live fully and loudly without apology. And maybe that is where freedom begins. The moment where you stop asking yourself permission to be yourself. This is the story. This is the manifestation and the battle that we all have fought against masculinity and femininity displayed through Ballroom. This is our art. And the category is
DJ, give me a beat. Category is Butch Queen European Runway. Ladies and gentlemen, Yeezy, Tisci, what is the runway queen? Serving the runway walk. What is the runway queen? Now walk, 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 walk. Said what is the runway queen? Serving the runway walk. Said eat the runway studying. Now walk, 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 walk. Put your legs and your arms, your legs and your legs. Walk, feet, talk, legs, walk, feet, talk. Is it runway? Is it runway? Is it runway? Then walk the runway, walk, 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 walk. Give Yeezy a round of applause. Walking, eating, serving. Right behind Yeezy, we have All American, the category. All American Runway. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Stella, Dumure, Versailles. All American Runway, All American, All American Runway, 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 Runway. Walk, 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 feet talk, talk, the legs walk, walk, the feet talk, talk. The legs do the walking and your feet do the talking. It's runway, 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 runway. Legs do the walking, the feet do the talking. It's runway, 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 runway. So give Stella a round of applause. And you know what? They're gonna have to battle All American versus European. It's a battle. Runway. Clap. They're gonna battle. They're gonna stay in your lane, girlfriend. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, girlfriend. I'm walking, I'm talking. Stay in your lane, girlfriend. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, girlfriend. I'm walking, I'm talking. I'm eating, I'm serving. I'm walking, I'm talking. I'm eating, I'm serving. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Let's do the walking and your feet do the talking. Runway, it's runway. Let your legs do the walking, let your feet do the talking. It's runway, it's runway. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause. It's runway, runway, over. Give them a round of applause.
So, as you can see, we have the autonomy to define how we want to express our identity. No matter if it's masculine or feminine or a mix of them both, you have the power to be uniquely you. The next unspoken truth is that HIV was never just about the virus, it was about power. It was about who was protected and who was forgotten, who was worthy of care and who was left to fend for themselves. For people of color, oppression rarely arrives alone. It comes layered. Racism, homophobia, poverty, religious shame, medical mistrust, generational trauma. One cage built inside of another, and the world tells us to be grateful for surviving. But survival is not the same thing as freedom. Freedom is being able to walk into the doctor's office and be treated with dignity. Freedom is not having to educate every provider about your existence. Freedom is loving openly without fear. Freedom is not wondering whether your race, your sexuality, or HIV status will determine how people see you. The unspoken truth is that many of us learned how to navigate systems that were never designed for us. We became resilient because we had no choice. Strong because we had to be. But resilience should never be confused with justice. Just because we survive doesn't mean we deserve the struggle. And still, we keep building. We create families from friendships, community from rejection, love from loss. We transform pain into movements, stigma into advocacy, silence into stories. Because freedom is not something we wait for. Freedom is something we create. Every time we tell the truth, every time we refuse to disappear, every time we choose ourselves despite a world that told us not to, we leave a question. This is the battle for freedom.
We're going to give you a little something that we like to call majorette, day-set, something we do in our HBCUs. So turn to the category is majorette. Oh.
see, as we navigate a system that was not built for us, sometimes we are put into a space where we have to feel oppressed and locked down. But you all have the power to fight back against that oppression the same way that they talk about and fight towards freedom. In that performance, you saw the clothes that bound them eventually were released as they decided to authentically live in their truth. And as they came together, what was soon becoming to you that freedom was over the hill and sword. The second unspoken truth. So as you all think about these unspoken truths that show up in your life each and every day, I want you all to think about what's one thing that you want to protect, but also what's another thing that you want to release. And for the next 30 minutes or so, I want you to write those things that you would like to protect and release on our unspoken truth tree, so we can plant them in our community to grow and cultivate art before our eyes. You have the power to define what your future looks like. You have the autonomy to be able to push back against systems. It lies within you and how you connect with the folk in this room. And that's your unspoken truth. So, we're going to take around 30 minutes and we're going to come back for the final piece. I say hello. What's up, guys? Ready? Yeah! Come on, let's do the last of it. Write it down. We talked about the conception of masculinity versus femininity, and we went to a space where we were able to shift and transform oppression into freedom. Hopefully each of you have had the opportunity to think about the thing that you would like to let go, but also the thing that you would like to save and hold dear. And as we talk about freedom, we're going to go on to talk about what can joy and liberation looks like once we have freed our minds from the chains that society has held on us for eons. We've talked about authenticity. We have talked about our freedom. Now let's talk about what happens when we finally claim it. The final unspoken truth is that Black and brown queer people deserve more than survival. We deserve joy. For so long, the world has told us our stories through the lens of struggle, through statistics, through trauma, through loss. But that is not the whole story. The whole story is also laughter. The whole story is dancing until your feet hurt. The whole story is ballroom. The whole story is friendship, creativity, pleasure, celebration, and love. The whole story is finding people who see you completely and choosing to stay. Joy is not something we earn after suffering. Joy is bright. Liberation is waking up and deciding who you are is already enough. For freedom is moving through the world without apologizing for your existence. Freedom is seeing your reflection and recognizing beauty. Freedom is taking up space. Freedom is choosing yourself again and again and again. And that's why joy matters. Because joy is not the opposite of resistance. Joy is resistance. Every time a Black and brown queer person laughs loudly, loves openly, creates boldly, walks confidently, or dreams beyond what society has imagined for them, they are practicing liberation. They are expanding into what freedom looks like. They are becoming living proof that our communities are not defined by pain. We are defined by possibility, by creativity, by culture, by one another. The unspoken truth is that our ancestors dreamed of freedom they might never see. And today, every time we choose joy, every time we choose community, every time we choose ourselves, we honor that dream. So tonight, I want you to think about the three unspoken truths. The truth of authenticity, the truth of freedom, and the truth of joy. As you leave this space, ask yourself, What is the one thing that I am ready to protect? And what is the one thing that I am ready to release? And most importantly, what will become possible if you allow yourself to live freely, to love fully, and choose joy without apology? Because the truth is that they never told us is that our joy was never something we had to find. It was always closer than what we thought. This performance is a production of what joy looks like in real life. I bring you joy.
DJ, drop, sign it up. What's going on? DJ, there you go. You could just let it roll. There you go. Turn it up. This is what I'm going to need you all to participate and say, clap your hands, clap your hands. I am the legendary Jrock, Ebony, and good brothers performing. The first person I have up is Sally. Ebony is in the building. Bring it on out. And if you want to see them after today, you can always log on to the Jrock Television Network. We're live internationally, and you can always see Ballroom in the Gulf Coast where we're going. Follow the community boards and all of our partners that's here. Y'all give yourselves a round of applause for this beautiful night.
Thank you so much, each and every one of you, for being a part of such a beautiful campaign. To me, and on behalf of our agency, it brings us so much joy to see artists, every single one of you, coming together to create spaces in the name of queer health. So thank you. Give it up for everyone here. In this room right now is responsible for spreading incredible wellness and health in our community. It is our greatest pleasure to have you here. Thank you, Road to Art, for hosting us. And then, come on, look at this beautiful space. We are so lucky to be able to create and activate these spaces as gorgeous as this. And thank you to our sponsors at Gilead. Give it up for Gilead. Without Gilead, we would not be able to create possible in the way that Gilead does. We're so honored and so privileged to be able to create spaces like this in the artist community, thanks to Gilead. And last but not least, thank you to our gorgeous hosts and MCs, Chris and Nathaniel, for guiding us through the most incredible way. Without their energy, without their infectious presence, we would not be here with the energy that we have today. So thank you for bringing it tonight. And with that, I'll hand it over.
Let's give it up for Encore. So you all were amazing tonight. Give it up for yourselves. Give it up for the artists. Give it up for the food and the drinks tonight. The one thing that we want to make sure that you leave with tonight is with resources. This is nothing if you're not connected to something. When you leave here, connected to a person, an organization, or a theme, or a message, or an artist as well. This is not just about art. Make sure you scan the prep locator on the other side. Now, one thing about this prep locator that I want you all to know is that whether you're insured, uninsured, positive or negative